EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Wait, that...
Now Patterson to start the drive. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady going to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hekker here to punt it away on 4th down. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, this defense for the Rams, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
The Cardinals hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
To throw is Jackson. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th and goal, here's the option. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Jacobs will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Play action. Now it's Brady.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
One more time with Jacobs. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll run with Jacobs. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Into the red zone, it's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cordero Patterson. As the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll start with the option.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Jackson now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Jackson, options out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as he'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the ground is Jake. And oh, he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll go option to the short side. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Brady to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. To throw is Brady. And he'll complete this one. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. There he goes, left side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Gano for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now Brady. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13.
Quick.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.